man who was in here messing with my thing. Why is you all the way up like that, huh? What's up? What's up with it, y'all? Yeah. Yeah. I'm back. Okay, let's see who's in. Who's in here? What are they doing? Oh, they watching something. They're watching something. Wait, it was somebody. I thought I seen somebody else up in here.
And I spy another life form seems to be of the same intelligence as me.
Man, what the hell is going on? We like, is we worshiping something today?
Yeah, we're worshiping the sound of silence. It's kind of a moment of silence. It's a little bit of a sensitive subject. Oh,
Wow.
what's going on?
Of the game this time.
I popped in. I
Is
went
this
live. I
our
opened.
God?
Hey, I went live and I opened the Discord and I'm like going, wait, hold on, wait, is they? I think they watching something. Then I'm like, wait, it's quiet as hell in this motherfucker. Then I hear it sound like you was hitting like on the little bong thing or something. Theo like going, thong. Everybody must listen to me as I sit
We're in the
still.
temple.
No, it's the Twilight Zone thing that's playing still.
Oh no, I don't. I can't. I don't got it. I see it playing, but I don't got it on. Yeah, yeah.
It's good, though.
Oh, nothing, man. You know,
My grind through.
I had to hold true to my word, even though I got off work and I was tired. I got off work, I was tired as hell. I said, okay, I'm still okay. I said I'm gonna do a live every night when I get off. I'm gonna keep doing it. You know, yeah.
Time is an illusion.
It is, man. It is. Hey, you know what I was tripping off of, Theo? Like,
What's that? Bro?
why in my dreams, bro, every time I have a dream, why my phone never works? I don't, every dream I had.
Yeah, pretty much. I've had a few dreams like that. I don't think I've ever actually used my phone much in a dream.
No, but when you try to use it, it's like foggy or it disappears.
Yeah, or it has
Yeah.
weird ass hieroglyphs on it or something.
Some shit. Some
Hey.
battery, something.
I'm trying to show, in my dream, I'm trying to get people numbers, trying to show them the channel. Like, my phone is not, I'm like going, either my phone is dead and I can't charge it, or it's like that, it's blurry.
I remember, no, that just happened in the other night. I was trying to get a picture with somebody. That was like a famous bodybuilder dude.
I did that too,
I
Theo.
was like,
But part of you knows.
I was like, oh, I can't get a picture. Like I kept trying, it wouldn't work for some reason, or I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because it's like you when you're doing it, it's like, okay, now I got it, I can bring it back. But it's like part of you knows that's why it's not gonna work as well.
That should do. That should do. When I say don't worry, that was the last one, Theo. I was trying to take a picture. I think it was with it was some famous person. I was just like kind of chilling with, and I'm like, yeah, let's go on and get a picture in. It's like my phone not working. I don't know what's wrong with it. It keep on tripping. I can't even get your number or nothing. We can't exchange no nothing. It's like the dream
For some
knows.
reason, it just wouldn't work.
The dream know it's not real.
Yeah, so it's not gonna do it, which is crazy because I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
When I had my car accident, none of the phones were working. Like my phone, my friend's phone, people we were trying to flag down to call 911, nobody's phone worked.
I don't get that. That don't make sense. Like,
Well, it was all a dream.
oh my God. It was all a dream.
Exactly. You read the magazine.
Yeah, somebody left a comment and they were saying, wait, hold on, I gotta reach out this comment so I don't get it wrong. so I don't get it
Learn
wrong.
me.
So let's see if I can find it.
Let me focus my intelligence on this question.
Oh, okay. Oh, right here. He said, "This is it's Yeshuashkas, however you say his name." But he basically
Yes,
said,
Washington. Stuff up.
yeah, he said everyone you come across is a blessing. This statement of idealism is admitting you don't believe in anything, but anything but blessing. Reality says otherwise. Personally, I try to stay away from people since a person attempting to do my family in who I thought was a friend violated all that is good and showed me the true evil all people are capable of. Try telling this to one that was trafficking or, M-wording, and they will say reality is anything but ideal. Just have to say that for the victims of the world. Love your show, man. And I was like thinking about that, right? Because it's weird because you like Theo. Theo, you like from around the L.A. area, right? Over time, what's up
I'm from
there, Tony?
Seattle.
Yeah, from Seattle, but I'm just saying you've been in the L.A. area. You've been around a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
places. Nigga, Seattle is L.A.
Yeah.
I'm like, Seattle is L.A. What do you mean? But
To a degree.
but you over time, like just because you cool with everybody and you do things and you talk to everybody, that don't mean you're letting people into your personal space. Bro, I don't bring friends to my house. Like I don't. It's just something that you learn
They're
over
trying to test
time.
you out for something. They're like, yeah, I don't have a single person that comes to my house.
Ex-
And it's not even like even in the street when people are doing those things to talk to you and test your temperature and see where you're at to see what they can do with you. Like you just have like a composure and respect for them. Like there's no time you won't be protected, even though you could get nervous or some shit if it's getting real crazy out there. But if as long as you just say, "This is what I'm doing," I'm like, I play guitar. That's it.
yeah.
Respect.
But you learn
Okay,
that you kind of learn that over time, man. You learn that over time. You don't just let people come to where you dwell at. You know,
Yeah.
the
You
spot.
don't
You
shit
don't
where
know
you,
that.
shit where you sleep.
You're like,
Hell
oh, you
no.
find a stray cat on the street, and you're like, I'll take you home. You get fleas in the house. Your mom's like, what the hell is this living thing doing here, jumping around the room?
Fleas, strays,
Rabies.
Yeah, all
Baby
kinds of
dad.
stuff. That's the first thing. That's the first thing your mama say is, "Why you bring that damn animal in this house?" What are you doing?
Rob of all of our kitty litter.
It's like, mama, I
All of our
didn't.
cat is gone because you brought that badger into the house.
Yeah, like that girl that picked up that possum and that possum was going. And she looked at her mom. She said, "Can I keep it?" They was like, "What the hell? No, you don't put that possum down."
You keep it where?
But yeah, that's one thing, bro, that I learned like over time, a long time ago. You feel me? I think my stepfather taught me that. You feel me? You don't just let anybody in your surroundings, in your personal space. Like you let them get close. Like I can talk to you and all these different things, but you got to be real special for me to invite you in the house. In the house, that's yeah.
Matter of fact, the car.
Hey, you a motherfucker ain't supposed to be in your house when they come in your house and they get to looking around, looking at shit.
Oh.
A curious mind. That's the first step towards God.
Ooh, this is nice, Theo.
No, it ain't. It's brass. It ain't nice. No, it's plastic.
These old
It's China.
shabby things.
What is
These
that?
old legs. Sit down.
Where is
Water,
that?
colder, or room
Where you get
temperature,
that? Where you get that watch from? What's up,
Thrift store.
Justin?
It was a thrift store. It
Hey,
was awesome. Matter of fact,
Can I
it was
get you
free.
something to drink?
yeah, like, yeah, can I get you something to drink? Because you looking at too much
Just
shit.
sit down.
He
No,
said,
Sit
no,
down
you
while I
can't. You
take the
gotta have
load off, guy.
you gotta have the drinks and foods prepared already first, so you can't leave the room.
yeah, but that's one thing that you got to be careful about. Like, just because you talk to people out there in the streets or you meet them in the streets or whatever, that's different than inviting somebody into your home. That's like your body is also like your temple. It's like your home.
Yeah. How
So
you
And
gonna
when in
sleep?
doubt, you don't have to say anything. You can just not say any words and just not like just. You don't have to say anything.
yeah,
Can you trust to sleep around a stranger? You
no,
know, like the lady I was telling you that invited the homeless guy to go get him food,
yeah,
and he spazzed out on her. Like he had some, he had some mental stuff going on, whatever. And he's homeless and he's got issues. But if anything had
What
happened
kind
to
of needs
her,
did he have?
she invited it into
yeah,
her space.
yeah. It ain't no doubt. I'm not for you. Not going to get no food for me. That's not happening. Okay, that's not
No,
happening.
she wanted to go
I'm back
get them
again.
food,
Georgia.
but he had like a complicated order, so off the bat that was a sign, but whatever. So she was like, you know what, just take the ride with me and we'll bring back the food for the rest of the people.
Man, I'm like, man, you ain't washed your hands, you ain't took a shower or none of that before you went in. I'm just saying, but what's up with it, Antonio? Yeah,
Yeah, not a hygiene, not a nothing, and then now, what if roaches travel, man? Then them shit get far.
not
Mention somebody who uses a handrail in public and then eats a sandwich right after.
You know
that's
what?
that.
That's
What's the
that's that's
name?
edible,
What?
but that person spazzing out and grabbing her wheel and crashing a car, that's not edible.
Hey, it's like don't let the psychedelics make you into just trusting everybody. Yeah, don't do
No, she
that.
Christian. She's got that Christian psychedelic.
Hold on, I said it wrong. Don't let the Christianity just fool you into trusting everybody.
But Jesus did it.
Yeah, but Jesus, not Jesus.
No.
What's the different
Dang,
lady's name? Mother Teresa did it.
dang what he did. He did it
That's,
different. He
He
did it.
had the fish and the bread already lined up.
I think that was the demon Mara from Buddhism.
Hey, you know what? I think that's another weird thing about diving in on psychedelics is because it start making you even look at like all these so-called scriptures that we read over and stuff. You look at them in a whole different way, like, and you know, and some of them, you can kind of tell that they were changed and they were switched up to fit today's, times or to fit what's
Oh,
going on.
definitely.
Well, yeah, they were always changed over time, a lot of different ones. But then you have the other ones. I don't know. I don't know if like the how you said the Teodao Jing or all those ones. I don't think they were changed. Yeah, you have ones that weren't changed as much as like the Bible.
But here's the thing: you can tell while you're reading it. You know, like how you have clairvoyance. There's also clairaudience. So like, you can just like how you can see, quote unquote, see stuff. You could hear the differences too. It'll sound like two different people talking to you in the one story.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it'll switch up, like even grammar wise and shit. Like what the fuck happened here?
yeah. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of people had their hands inside of it, but it makes sense though.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense for
For
them to
me,
do that.
it comes up like because of my synesthesia. It comes up as different colors. So like I'll look at the Bible and then it's gonna be really colorful.
Dang. So how long you been
Because the blue,
how long you been smoking
uh
synesthesia?
I was born with it.
Oh, damn.
My mama was a synesthesia crackhead. I don't know.
Like
That's not old school Persian.
how long you been smoking synesthesia? I didn't even know you could smoke it. Where you getting it from? Because I want some.
No, it's back in the day Wait, what's that song? When me and Mariah back in Pacify.
Yeah. You ain't had no dives lately, Theo? You ain't been messing around
Dream diving.
with the you ain't been messing around with the psychedelia?
You said the Dream Lab special? Miss
Yeah.
Lucidity? What are we
Yeah.
talking about here? 'Cause I just Dream Lab the past few weeks.
Have you
A
had
couple of them. Sun drop fell from the moon. A teardrop from the moon. The pure sun. Reflection light. Lucidity
Yo.
tablet.
have you dove in lately?
Yeah, I got a call from Lucy on the phone. That movie with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And it was actually Scarlett. It was
Yeah.
Scarlett, but she was in character. It wasn't AI either. And I talked to her. We met up. And she took me to the deep, just out to the ocean. Nothing like
Oh, you
deep
had
sea
your Lucy
diving.
moment?
Do that kind
Yeah, I
of
was having some Lucy moments.
do Lucy kind of throw you off sometimes when she take you into like a mushroom experience?
Yeah, sometimes it's just like coming in waves. It's like from the earth. It's mycelial.
Yeah, that'd be
Or
weird.
DMT.
Yeah,
And I swear, like sometimes I'm yawning and I'm like nodding into the mushrooms, getting cold. Other times it's like warm. It's different.
yeah, it is because that's what I do sometimes on like the mushrooms and the MDMA. It's like like damn, like I didn't know it was gonna be a threesome. Like I didn't
No.
know.
You know what I'm saying
I
about
thought
matcha?
You knew.
it's like I didn't
That's
know
what hippie
you.
club means.
I didn't know
There's
you
two
was gonna
hippies
show
in
up
one
with your
place.
home girl. It's
You knew. You knew Mary
it's
was coming.
it's three of y'all. Mary
Two
mad.
hippies, one flip.
Mary mad. We broke up. It's over for Mary. She
Never
hot.
mind Miss Jen. Miss
Yeah,
Jen
she-
ain't
But
no way.
honestly, like me and Mary, I barely know Mary. She doesn't even know me anymore. When I smoke with Mary,
Yeah.
I'm like, "Who are you?" I just for the whole day, I'm like half asleep. So even then, it was like that. When I was off the Lucy, I hit the Mary, and it was like, yeah, deep sea. Like, holy shit, this stuff's strong.
And-
Got a
and-
lot of geometry in.
That shit is weird though because now when I remember when I used to like trip and like when the trip get real deep, like I would want to smoke and like I don't even do that no more. Like I don't be wanting to smoke. I don't even have
It's
no
comfortable
urge to
without
smoke
it.
trees no more.
Because once your endocannabinoid system is just balancing itself, I think it's much more smooth energy. It's much more stable.
Yeah,
Like weed, there's so many ups and downs. It's a cool drug. Like Mary's a good lover, good teacher, good friend, but it's
it also-
without it is actually great.
Theo, it also seems like after a lot of after a gang of experiences, bro, the experiences get how like in the beginning they be all crazy, right? I'm gonna say crazy. Like
Yeah.
once you get past all the craziness, it just gets weird. That's the best word I can say. It gets weird. It's like
everything is pure dead silence and everything's happening whether you look at it with emotion or not. And everything's just happening as it happens on a certain geometry level, a certain place. So it's just weird. It's like
It's
this
just
eerie
weird.
silence or noise.
It's like
Whatever noise you tune into is there. It's like, yep, it's all there, Captain. What do you think of it, scientist? You're like, it is weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It's like, okay, you on the mound, right? It's your turn up at bat. And the pitcher, he gets ready and he throws the ball. And it's a football. And you thought it was gonna be a baseball, but it's a football, and you just like, what the fuck? It get weird, bro. Like hella weird to where like I can't comprehend what you even showing me. Like all this geometry, and then it's like weird because when you saying I'm saying geometry and these different shapes and different things, but it's alive though. It's like it's not just like somebody drew some shit on the paper. No, the shit is alive. And it's like the geometry is like an entity or some shit. And you just
All the way.
What's up, Ty?
Doing good.
Oh my God. I can even, damn, I wish I could just, I can't explain it. I said, I can't wait till
Even
tomorrow night.
mathematicians say the math speaks to them.
Yeah, yeah. It's like almost like geometry is its own entity or some shit. But I said tomorrow, yeah, I'm gonna take a deep dive tomorrow, and I'm gonna stay on live the whole
Life,
time.
world, YouTube.
So whoever want to join me can join tomorrow. I'm gonna go deep, cause sometimes you be wanting to step outside of stepping outside. Like, what is outside of outside? Like, stepping outside of what's outside. And it's crazy because when you do that, like, yeah, you step into some shit you can't comprehend. You can't put it in words. It's like something, I don't know, bro. That shit is crazy as hell. And you'll think you always have an understanding of what you're seeing, but it's like, nope, it just don't always work
You
like that.
you giving an understanding in the moment. The line that come to me a lot is when they say in the movies the aliens appear to people in a way that's comfortable to them.
Yeah.
So like it's comfortable for that whatever that moment was, but that don't mean that's what it is.
Man, I can remember the first time, right? The first time I like talked to the mushrooms, like literally letting them know, okay, I know what you usually show. I want to see the mushroom entity. Like, this is what I want to see. Like, you don't, like, I'm not scared to the point to where you cannot show me yourself. Like, I want to see yourself. I don't want to see all this other stuff that you just making up and putting out there in order to make me feel comfortable that I'm vibing with you. No, show me yourself. That shit was so ugly. I said, "Oh, don't okay, hide yourself." Hide yourself. Nah. But it was ugly as hell. Like, that was when it was like you want to say it's an octopus, but it was like, something like a boar head looking fucking thing,
Yeah.
bro. That shit was fucking wild as shit. It's like it looked like the top of a boar head and the little eyes up here like the boar, and just like blinking, and these
That's where
tentacles
it's at.
going like this, and you just like, is that you? Like, is that you? Are you the thing that I was asking for? Because you ugly as hell. I don't want to be disrespectful to you or anything, because I don't want you to like try to spook me or nothing like that. But god dang, I was like, man, that shit is ugly.
Yeah, I
I said,
recall that day.
I
We
know.
talked about it.
I said, no wonder people will dive in and they will get scared. That's why. Because the shit is
Yeah,
ugly.
because and the only time they seen those kind of creatures was in horror movies.
Yeah, in horror movies. And it's weird, bro. Have you gotten past the scariness of psychedelics yet, Ty? Fully?
Fully and none at all. 'Cause- but the thought processes that I go through. I've been through a lot of scary things in my life, but
Yeah.
because I put myself through it, I was able to observe what it was like. What is it actually trying to trigger? Like, what does scary even mean in the first place? Does it mean something I'm uncomfortable with, something I never seen before, so I think it's trying to get me, or something I never seen before, so I'm just intrigued? Like, what does this? They always show you, what does this fear actually mean?
Yeah.
Like, what am I thinking about?
What about you, Theo? Are you fully past like the
That was a beautiful way
scariness?
to say it, Ty. Just fully and also none.
Okay. Well, let me ask you,
But
how
yeah,
did you
it's
get there?
everything. What is it?
What did it take for you to get there, to get past the fear and like the fear, like, period?
Oh,
Honestly, like just the meditation and the yoga, but just also the awareness after psychedelics is over time. Like, where if something happens, I'm fully there with it and I'm fully separate from it. And there's always that space in between me and something. So if something happens, let it happen. Don't
Yeah.
trip. Just go with the flow and ride the wave. Everything will pass.
It's,
And
you know what it
keep the
remind me of,
reaction
Ty?
to everything.
It remind me being at the ATM and you're about to take out $20 and like 5 dudes pull up on you and pull out pistols and point them at you and say, take it all out. Every dollar, take it all out, give it all to us. And you like, okay.
I guess.
You forget your pen and shit. I don't know what my pen is. But it's crazy because it takes so long to get over the scariness. Like especially
the scariness though for me. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I say for me, encountering the fear part is like kind of what Blue Flame was saying too, with blending in the awareness of everything happening in life itself.
Yeah.
So it will be things that I faced in my mind or in realities, however I take it in the moment, and and I would then see it would bother me a bit, but then I would see stuff happen. I would see stuff happen in reality, like here, and me attuning to different things or getting over things or seeing how heroes work in the world and how villains work, and then I don't know, just knowing that it's all going to be all right. I don't know.
Everything burns. We got nothing to lose. Our mind, our body, it burns, it changes, and our awareness is forever.
Whatever happens.
Yeah, whatever. That's what we be saying, but man, it took a minute to get over that fear shit. Bro, that shit used to be so goddamn scary. Yeah, I don't know it. I forgot. I forgot the PIN number. I forgot my PIN. They gonna kill me. Hey, look, because that's the first thing when you forget your PIN.
Like I've been in scenarios like that where I took a dose and I was like, oh man, I feel like I need somebody near me. Like I just need to I need somebody near me. I need to play this because I feel like I'm about to. I wouldn't even say die out loud. It would just seem like something about to happen. Like, but then I had so many of those experiences that I was like, yo, I just
this
gotta
is the worst.
Relax. I just gotta take a shit. Or I just gotta like all these
dude, honestly.
And I can live out this movie if I want
but
to.
Sometimes
like I can live out or I can keep going.
Because when we get that impending feeling of something going terribly wrong, it's like whenever we start to panic and react with fear and have anger or fear, it sends out toxins in our body. And that's even if we're deep tripping, like our body's chemistry having those poisons and acids going around in your brain is going to start whacking the balance out.
And it
so
doubles.
If you just stay balanced, it's going to rebalance.
And it doubles itself. And it doubles on top of that. Because it's like, the fear of knowing that, okay, I forgot my PIN number. Now they're going to hit me they're going to pistol with me. They're going to do something crazy to me because I can't remember it because I'm so scared. So it's like the fear. And when you on psychedelics, it'll double and triple and quadruple. And it'll just kind of keep going, creating different scenarios.
And that's why ever since I was in that strong place, ever since I was in the fiery place and all them things, that's why I said I intertwined it back with what's going on here. Because I was like, if I can face what I was going through, seeing ghouls and what's that, jump scares and blood, and still travel through that and remember what I had to go through to get through that, like those kind of thoughts help dissipate me having to figure out things. Cause like, what if they saying, oh, we about to get you you don't got your PIN code, we about to get you, and then as soon as they about to get you, surprise, it's your birthday. And like, wait, it was my birthday? I thought something. It's like, but if I would have reacted a certain way, then it kind of makes things happen itself. Yeah. Like I'm getting in.
Because I think a lot of times, like when people go to try to see what is good and what is evil on psychedelics, because in that state we're in the quantum computing space to see what everything is if we want to, whatever question. whatever answer we see, we question it. But it's like, so if we know that good is just good, it's like, feels good to feel good. That overflows, that positive ripple spreads, or it's like hurt people hurt people. And sometimes I think the question people are asking is, what is life like? Why is there evil? Why do seemingly bad things happen to good people? Or like, we start to ask all these questions, it'll just show us a bunch of scary stuff.
Yeah.
What we think is evil or scary. But then if you look at like, oh, bitch, like Scary Terry's just like a cool guy in his world. But that's what he does. Like, a lion, so the lion is like the evil antelope. The antelope called the lion a demon.
Absolutely, bro.
The lion is like, I'm Larry the lion. I just wanted to fucking strangle the antelope leg. My bad.
Hey,
So,
Scary
life goes
Terry
on,
went.
like,
Scary Terry went home. He kissed his wife. He started playing with his kids.
oh, bitch, you want to play?
Had a long day at work.
Hey, Scary, don't
That's
say
like,
don't
what
say that
really-
bitch word in front of the kids. Don't say that.
That's what what's the movie? The
Terry
Pixar
Terry.
the Monsters Inc. was about.
Yeah.
They seemed all scary, but he was all fluffy and everything on the other side.
Yeah, and then in the end they said, okay, if we go in there and we make them laugh instead of scaring them, and it's like,
You
dang,
get more
bro.
energy.
Yeah, you get more energy from the laughter, and it was like,
Yeah,
what the
the
fuck?
positive giggle brings that ripple.
After a while, shit, that's
And
how
it
you,
was another
That's
time
crazy, bro.
I faced fear when I was watching this show called Evil, and it had this priest in there and the therapist and the guy that explains everything with technology. I explained this kind of before, but they all go at it in the show on like some Twilight Zone type stuff. And while they're going about it, the girl, she was getting visited by this sleep paralysis demon, and she was trying to question if it was real because she's a psychiatrist. So she like, it's just something in my mind. But she saw like it pissing in the corner. But then when she woke up, like shook her head a couple times and got out of the trance, it was like a cup of water that spilled in the corner. But what was the real difference? So I was explaining to somebody
Yeah.
how it's a costume that somebody created for all this to happen. Like I'm watching a show, but
yeah,
it's explaining something esoterically for me. So later, I had a dream, and I saw the same sleep paralysis demon in my dream, but it was or monster creature, whatever, and it was inside of like this this tall box cage with one door or something like that. But I was walking up to it, and at first I was shook, but then I was like, wait a second. This is just somebody in a costume. Like I know what this is. I know what this is. And then we started dancing. I made an animation about it like 2 years ago, and ever since that was one of the key moments to face fear and know that like is what I make of it or how I'm viewing it because it does look technically scary.
yeah, bring it.
Like it was made. They put on good makeup. Like they doing their job.
Yeah, that was one of my psychedelic trips when I was seeing that place where all the twisted flesh and all that stuff was. Make some more. I was in that place with all the twisted
Like
flesh
sometimes on the
and
psychedelic
everything.
trips, it's like,
I was scared as shit. I'm seeing the twisted flesh. I'm seeing body parts everywhere, and like I just said, fuck it, I'm not closing my eyes. I can't do this. Every time I blink, I'll be in that place for like 5-10 seconds, bro, and it was scary as shit. So after a while, I seen that it wouldn't go away. I said, okay, I'm gonna just take it. I balled up my fist and I just closed my eyes real tight, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna take it, and I'm looking at all this shit. Next thing you know, I'm in there. I'm in the place. I'm standing on this twisted flesh, and then it was like this weird fucking thing came up like a long, like I don't want to say snake, say a twisted flesh with no fucking skin on it type snake thing with one eyeball, and it looked at me, and I'm looking at it like, what the fuck is that? And then two more smaller eyeballs rolled out the side, and then it like rolled its eyes at me, and I said, come on now, somebody playing with me. This shit gotta be fake. It rolled its eyes at me, bro, and I'm like, this shit gotta be fake. And I'm like,
It was right on time when it did it.
Right on time, bro. I said, okay, wait, hold on. I said, if that's not me and that's not me, then where is me? Because I could see myself in that room and I can see myself sitting in my chair in my room with my eyes closed. And then it made 3 of me. And I'm like, if that's not me, then where is me? And I kept on doing it every time I was split. I was split into more different people and more different places. To the point, man, that was like a weird ass trip, bro. I felt like I answered every question known to man and got the answer. Every question, like my questions was going so fast, it started going.
Comprehension game.
That shit was going at maximum speed.
Run out of any questions, like you just be like, "Fuck!" You can't even question it now. It's like there it is.
Yeah. And it's weird though, right? Have you ever thought about that? Like the answers to questions, the certain questions that we actually have. Like, do the answers be true or do we just accept it because it sounds logical?
I think it's either way. You could get infinite more answers from it. But in some way, I feel like the answer I get that makes me so sure of reality is that I can be completely unsure that I'll know what I'll know, and I won't know what I won't know. It'll happen at the right time.
Yeah.
It's like
do you care once you just have an answer?
Yeah, that's
because they say you won't remember the things. People won't remember the things you said, but how you made them feel or some shit. So in that moment, I know the ultimate feeling, the truth. So I'm like, once I get out of here, I don't need any landmark of a quote or anything to remember. I just remember that I know, and I don't need to know.
Like the big question, who created us? And somebody say, well, God created us. And somebody say, well, aliens created us. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg created us. And it's like you go, and you kind of just go, okay, like if you believe in aliens, you just accept the alien thing. But it's like, is the alien thing any different than saying that God created us? Because I'm like, wouldn't God be an alien?
Yeah, that's why somebody created them.
It goes into that. It's like that simulation theory. Well, then who simulated the simulators? It's just that thought game. It goes forever.
Yeah, it goes forever.
And that's a part of the realities themselves. It's realities creating thought games.
Yeah, it's realities
like the
creating realities on top of realities.
It's like the whole game of reality. They call it an illusion. When it translates to Maya, more like a magic trick. It's like when you're at the magic trick, the magic show, they're really doing magic. What's actually happening, even if something looks like a miracle, there is you could call it science, a way that everything works, even things that could never be explained in this way. So it's like there is something happening. It's like the slickest, most subtle thing. You can notice that it's not real, but it's still real. And there's infinite of them, overlaying. They're all in this one even, I think. I see.
Yeah, but like, bro, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm to that point to where I don't know what the fuck created reality. Sometimes I feel like reality just created itself in some type of weird ass way.
That was the ultimate question that I asked when I was in the deepest shit of my life, bro. My mind was cycling through every reality of how was this made. It showed the creation story of all of the alien race, like every different being. And I'm like, they was just coming out of the air from every different being. You could go for infinite, all species.
So many zoom out realities. As soon as you think that, this is the source of this reality, that reality zoom out to another one and another one. And then, like, who's to say that the reality is supposed to have sight, vision, sound, or memory? Like, that's just what exists.
Just the one. It's weird because just the one that you believe is gonna create a whole nother reality.
Yeah, who's the one doing the believing though? Is it the you with the arms, or the you, or is it both, or is it the chicken that burst the egg?
Yeah, it's like which one? Huh? Because right now,
boar's head.
Yeah, right now you can have a child and like from the jump tell your child, well, the moon came down in human form and created us, and that child would like believe it and run with that. Like, what's the name? Remember what he said? Well, Adam Sandler, the one movie where he said, well, no, alligators are honorary because of their medulla oblongata or some shit. Everything his mom told him, he just believed it.
Yeah.
He believed.
I got the title of it. I'm trying to remember.
Bobby Boucher,
Waterman.
Water Boy.
Oh,
Boy.
okay.
Yeah, Water Boy. Everything his mom told him, he believed it. And if somebody said different, he like, nah, my mama told me something, told me this.
Listen, my mom believed that if she kissed someone, she got pregnant.
Oh, damn.
That's
Yeah. And then when she there were other things she didn't have a belief, and then she got pregnant.
Oh, damn.
Beyond belief.
She said, I ain't gonna kiss you, but I'm gonna give you some.
Word. I
I
was
don't
like, what?
believe
No,
you
the
did.
thing is, when she did kiss the boy, she was it was like before lunchtime, and she was in school, and she was hungry. So after the kiss, her tummy got like she was hungry, and she thought she was pregnant.
Pregnancy disease.
Yeah, it's
That's how I
kind
am with my daughter. So I try to keep her mind so-called sharp.
yeah.
So all throughout her younger life and stuff, I play with her. Like we would go underneath the bridge, and I would say, "Oh, those are dragons! Can't you hear them? Like under the underpass." And like, "Oh, those are dragons!" Vroom, vroom.
Yeah.
And she would go for it for years. And then a couple years later, she's like, "Those are not dragons." I was like, "Yes, they are. You just can't see them. Like as soon as you back up, then you too far away from them. So that's why they
And
look
then
like
your
cars.
logical mind turns
But as
them
soon
into
as you underneath of
cars.
it, it's a dragon." And then
That's what I told my nephew. I was like, we under a bridge. I said, those dragons up there, this is where we found you under this bridge. They created you.
Hey,
but
but
she believed me though. But then later in life,
From your parents.
when
she
you
was
think
questioning
about
me
it,
more. So I was playing with her,
but
questioning.
when you think about it, it's like y'all you
Yeah.
teaching each other. Cause you teaching a lot of, cause that's the stuff that our uncles and our bigger cousins used to do to us. You feel me? Like they wouldn't let me.
Well, they only told me Jesus was around.
Oh damn!
But I used to go down to the train tracks, bro. I was at the train tracks.
I
and
made
the
up my
train
own
would come.
adventures.
It looked like it was going to hit the bridge. And that shit was so loud. I was like, I didn't have them to tell me nothing. That was a dragon or some type of beast.
I've always been the person that listened to my own imagination a lot. And I see that a lot when I'm growing up because it can come off as stubbornness in a way, or
Yeah.
you think you know something. But it was really me observing a bunch of things that was going on in my mental, but not really having the pronunciation or the experience to talk about it or the
That's what
guts to just do it.
That's what this old
Or the
lady said.
vocabulary.
She had her grandkids. She said these kids think they know everything. I said because they do. They do.
You can actually set a song. They will do it.
They
They're
do
from
know
the
everything.
force.
They know something we don't know because the way they move through life is like shit. They ain't even worried about all the shit we
They're
worried
not
about.
falling back on a bunch of history. They're just going
Yeah.
straight to the ether with everything.
That's another
And I
thing that's
see that.
They got
weird.
the great mother.
That's another
I
thing
see that
that's
with my
weird.
niece.
No, go ahead, Ty.
With my nieces, niece and nephew, they like 1 and 2. They're learning a lot, and I'm seeing how I taught the boy how to walk. Like, and I was seeing how his mind was trying to even know what walking was, and can his body afford it? Is it wiggling too much? Is it better to just crawl? And all of those things. And even seeing when they get in trouble, and like talking to the mom and saying they don't have a story in their head. Like people really think everybody got a story. They don't. They literally just making up stuff.
Right there on the spot.
Yeah.
On the spot. That's one thing I learned though about kids walking is when you take a little kid that ain't walking yet around a kid that's the same height as them, they will start walking like days later from seeing that kid walk.
Yeah, it took him 2 weeks. That's all. And it was cool. He's watching his little sister. He's like a year older. And I was just like giving him toys, just encouraging when he walk. I just pick him back up. You got this. Come on.
Yeah. So what y'all think? So I be having 1,000 questions that I just be asking myself the stupidest questions. Like, do you think psychedelics can actually change the world?
If we give everybody
I know
enough at the same time.
It can
that's
change
why
the
we're doing that
ideology.
chemtrail program. Just like Matthew McConaughey went forward to the bookshelves, we have gone back in time, Mandala Effect, Project Bluebeam, to chemtrail the sky with lucidity of radiation, LSD. And I just
Man.
made that up. It's
But
just a
some,
movie, guys.
but I'm just saying though, some people can't figure out and know that they are God. Because once they know
Oh,
that,
yes, they can. Big
I
time.
don't know. I don't
They'll-
know. Because
Once
once
they
they
get
know
knocked out
that,
of their mainframe,
they gonna start doing more chaotic shit. Because they gonna feel like they got full
I know,
control.
but they'll be out of their mainframe soon enough. Life is short.
Like they already
In a
doing
weird
chaotic
way.
stuff.
How
You mean
else we
more
gonna get the
power?
Lokis
Yeah.
flying around?
They're like,
The Greek
there is no
goblin.
path of the soul. There's just one great spirit, baby. This is GTA 6. No wonder it hasn't dropped yet. There's no God. I am God. Hello. They start it's going Christy on us,
Yeah,
shaking
all
dreads on top
Christy.
of chariots and doing a big one.
Man,
Come on.
exactly.
Imagine all the Hebrews going dumb.
Man, Trump figured it out. He said Trump figured it out already. He said, "Fuck y'all, I'm president. I can do what I want. I'm God, basically. I can push the button."
Still, though, under that definition, realistically, strategically, the God form don't really fit in that kind of category. Well, it can. It would be every single. It'll be
Yeah,
everything, right?
yeah. The
In a
God
way.
form sitting every. Okay, I was watching I've been watching a lot of videos of people that took certain drugs, and they people felt like they went crazy. Like like one girl, she took Tucci, whatever that shit is, that pink shit, and she wrecked.
Uh-huh.
She wrecked. Like
Ozempic?
yeah, she got in a bad car wreck, and like when
Wait, hold on. What
when
is that pink stuff? Is that a pink powder?
I don't wait. Let's see.
pill?
What is Tucci? Let me
Is it a
ask.
pill?
Because I was in my
I think it's a
dream the other
powder.
night. There was this bright magenta powder in
What
my
is the
dream the
drug,
other night that
Tucci?
these people were doing, and it was like ratchet.
It's pink
It
cocaine.
was like crazy.
You
Pink
said it.
cocaine. It's
They
a new
docked it.
Victoria's Secret product.
Yeah,
I had a pink.
That's
in my
Victoria's
dream, but it
Secret?
was
Or they on this other website saying original compound in 2C was 2CB.
yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
that like close to LSD?
yeah, yeah.
It's like it's kind of like horror movie digital. Like if it
And
was a horror
yeah, so
movie digital LSD.
she was off that shit, bro. She was driving crazy. She wrecked, and like severely hurt a couple of people. But when they was talking to her, bro, it seemed like she was off the rocker, but she was on because she was like I'm God, and Tucci. It's like,
Oh wow.
but she was telling them she was God and all these different things. And I said, it's been a lot of videos I've been seeing lately like that when people take a numerous amount of something that they see themselves as being God.
And that's the thing though. It's many God. It's the crazy God.
Yeah.
I gotta scream at everybody and take drugs. It's the
No,
the
see,
other guy. I'm cool and chilling.
And they
The
gotta
other
go
guy,
through-
I gotta
it-
destroy some shit.
and I think I don't.
No.
I think Ty. I think it's actually only one God. He just got a lot of different personalities. Okay, he got personality disorder. All right.
For real, but it's I think that first question, you go through that solipsism. Where they're like, is anybody watching? Am I watching? Am I everything? Like, because you are everything. But it's like, that means you're infinitely nothing and you're infinitely everything.
Everything.
There's no God, there's one God, and there's infinite gods. So it's like, drop in the ocean, and a drop. It's like,
The
it's
same
not as
thing.
simple as our mind will react to think it is at first.
Yeah.
But it's
Because my
all
mind
there.
was reacting.
But
My mind was reacting on 607 because he was saying about the blood guy was trying to fight him, and he would say, "I told you, Theo, Tuda in here, that the blood was trying to fight him, and he was saying, 'Come on, I love you. Why you trying to fight?' Said they got Blitz, Crips, and Bloods trying to fight each other. I'm trying to get us together to fight God." He said, he said God was acting like this. So I'm trying to fight God. He said, "There's multiple gods. The God in the Bible said he was jealous. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
get away from him."
Huh?
I was
That
cracking up.
chicken head of Braxis God,
Yeah.
The
He do
God,
mention
the
Sophia.
Archon Master.
the God of all gods. The one God that is playing all the gods, that is playing
That's
all of
Shiva,
us.
and Shiva means that which is not. That's that ether, that nothingness we were talking about. Just how the geometry's alive. Every alien race, everything could come from a different reality, or you can see it's like everything at the same time, just coming from the air, the nothingness.
I kind of
That
think
ultimate darkness or light, or
I
whatever we call it.
I've been
that
thinking that's what
clearness.
everybody. I think that's what everybody wants. They want nothing to actually be happening because they
And nothing is happening.
they confuse love with only being something good and blissful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's for the love of the game.
Exactly.
You know what? I'm one of them ball motherfuckers. I love the hustle.
The love of the game. What you say?
I said I'm one of them ball playing motherfuckers, Ace. I love the streets. I love the.
You said love of the game as in GAME. But there's also love of the gain as in GAIN, which is the same.
Like those people that
There's
lift
also
weights,
love
they eat
of
as much as they can to end up 500 pounds.
the stuff people do for
Lifting all the
love these
weights,
days.
Ronnie.
Just for love, like everything. I think everything everybody do be out of the love of something. You know, whether it's the love of
They
hate
tried everything.
Mm-hmm.
or
Even when you know it's an illusion,
yeah.
it's like that's part of the game. Like you go.
But just like that's I was thinking about that too, Ty, is like just because you figure out is it that life is an illusion, do you just quit your job and give up?
And then what? Be homeless?
No,
It's an
illusion.
what game you're playing until you stop playing it.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, it's
So
an
what do you
illusion.
mean?
Games I was playing. Yeah,
Okay.
Now I think it's a different. I'm sorry, Kat.
I mean, Buddha tried that. Technically, remember when he went? It's an
I thought you
illusion.
meant
He
your
wasn't gonna
cat.
eat food and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried that asceticism. He's like, well, I'm just rich, so fuck this. Life's an illusion. Then he's like, I'll go sit on a spike and fast for 40 days, 40 nights in the jungle with cannibals.
For
And
40
then all of a
years, and
sudden
then
he's
he's like, "Oh wait, this
Yeah,
is not the
It's
way.
just an illusion.
Yeah.
This is
just
also an
extreme.
illusion. This one just sucks.
This is an extreme illusion." He's like, "This is
Thank
not
you.
the
You can
way."
do that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Then he became the
What's up,
sitting,
Shiva?
sleeping fat Buddha.
he said,
Because I
stop,
think it's like
stop
that
breathing
thing they
the
talk about
illusionary,
regret.
sir.
Like,
That
if
seems
you
like
go
the
through
sign
your
somebody
whole
that
life-
don't care about nothing.
But I think that's what
Sometimes
like a
only
lot. The ones that selling it as the as,
realize
as
what
the
we're in the
illusion.
game for, what we want to do.
The ones that selling it as an illusion, they ain't stopping what they doing.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No?
they're like trying to get a Bugatti.
Hell yeah, they trying to get an
And sell
illusionary
more of their
Bugatti.
meditation.
A spiritual Bugatti.
It's just
Yeah.
another part of the game because they think that them teaching you about the illusion is them like doing a great work or it is.
Buddha.
I think that's the part that
Yeah,
scares
it's like
me
that
is
great
that
Magnus Corpus.
I think that's the
But
part
it's
that
like, you ever
scares
notice
me,
all the
Theo.
most spiritual people, like all the King Tuts and the Pharaohs, they're covered in gold. They're like, you are not the body, not the mind. They're covered in gold, levitating in a space Bugatti.
He said
Like
you
nothing matters. So why are you doing that?
Theo,
Theo.
Those
Theo.
emperor's new clothes.
No,
They
Theo,
were naked.
you said it wrong. You supposed to say you are not the body, you are not the mind. Now hurry
The
up and
gold.
buy.
But that's the thing
Hurry-
happening. It's
hurry up and buy.
Nothing can happen. Nothing is happening through everything.
And I think that's the scary part of spirituality is that it can actually be sold. Like it can
That
be
can actually be what?
it can be sold. Like you can sell it. You can
Not
sell
told.
spirituality. It's,
Yeah.
it's spiritual. It's spiritual
Just sometimes
pimping. That's
people
what
be
I'm gonna start
wearing
calling
The
too
it.
much.
dope dealer
Like
in
even to
town.
get
Spiritual pimping. You
people
feel
feel
me?
like they have to pay for it.
Cause they give you a little taste and they be like, okay, how'd that feel? Did you get high? All right, look, now you got to buy this part in order to keep that high
But also
going.
sometimes people will get the free program. They're like, I got the free program, but this guy's selling one for $40, so his is better. And then since
And
they
that's
spent it, they're like, well, I already spent $40. I don't want to lose out. I better do the program.
I better do the
and that's just part of a greater programming of reality too, of lineage and how certain people grow up. Like if certain people grow up under a religion or aspect of people that taught people things or was like strict on their regiments and stuff like that,
yeah,
then even when they feel kind of free sometimes, they'll in some aspects enact the same way of
it,
saying, all right, now everything has to be together.
yeah,
And in
just
some ways it does. In
but
some
it
ways,
don't.
like whatever
I think
world gotta do.
it's kind of like if you gain spirituality without paying for it, it feel like you stole it. It don't feel right. You feel me? Because you didn't pay for it.
Don't
You
feel
feel like
indigenous and endogenous.
it seemed like you have to pay for it. Like if you pay for it, you feel better about it. You feel more, spiritual. It's like
Yeah,
because
that's how
And I
people
think
try to get you to buy
spirituality
a
is
Nike.
so, like even the practice of spirituality is like an offering. It's just a payment in and of itself, what you're giving
you got people giving away
for
the
no
Bible.
reason.
You got places where you can get a Bible for free, but it just don't feel
Yeah, I used
right
to give
unless
away
you.
Bibles.
Yeah, it don't
I
feel
used to
right
be
though
on the
unless you
corner giving
buy
away those
one.
scripture pamphlets,
You like you
saying,
get
Free
"Hey, do you
paper.
know Jesus?"
because I didn't ran into people that then showed me their free Bible and said, but look, this one better. I paid for this one. Look at this one. It's different, and it's
They
like,
got
wait, what?
the extra comments on it. They put Jesus words in red,
Got a
and
got
They
Jesus
got
on
the
the
King
cross on
James
it and
extended
all the different
DVD
types of
part,
things.
special
Put a
edition
couple
deleted
pictures of.
scenes.
It got a picture of James. Don't nobody know what he looked like, but it got a picture of him. I'm just
but what
saying.
I also meant by that, true, about the lineage of programming and passing it down is that everything is going to exist. Because as the person that's passing down, oh, you need to do this and need to do this, and they probably learned that from their grandparents who they grew up around. It's
Yeah.
also people that create certain types of religion from, say, writing a book, like how Dragon Ball Z or Lord of the Rings was written, and
Yeah.
then people like follow that to a T, learn all about it, and it really helps them in their life to think about what's going on in their mind
And
and realities and stuff. But
and
the person didn't put it out intentionally, like I'm
that's
gonna
the
start a religion, I'm gonna get them, but
special
it
thing
still works
about it
out the
is
same.
I think that's the special thing about it though, Ty, is like a lot of them that were started, they did help a lot of people out. That's what they
Mm-hmm.
did. They helped a
Like
lot of
Dune,
people out.
I
people were
just that's why I go
religious
to the
about it.
Pacific, cause like real fast blue flame, like that's why I go to the Pacifics. This guy, Esoterica. I'm gonna post him on here. He's a real like he's a scholar, and he was talking about like even the El God, like the Elohim and
Oh, is he
the
the
Jewish.
the New York guy or something?
Yeah, he be sitting with his chair. He talks real slow, but he's
And he's
real
got like a
interesting.
glass, like a goblet sometimes.
I'm not
No, that's
sure.
down in the East Side Boys you're thinking of.
That's somebody else.
Yeah,
But
Esoterica.
I
it's
know.
probably him. He probably changes that stuff from time to time.
Yeah, I watched
But
his stuff before. Oh,
but he talking about the Pacific of where like the El God came, and it was like he was talking about during the Iron Age and people like going about because the Ice Age and stuff just ended. So I'm thinking about humanity too, as well as the religion and the aspects they're coming up with to keep
what's up,
people
Sheila?
surviving. So it was different tribes going around, and they all had a form of the El God, just a story of the El, and it was already known. But then it was one tribe that came along, and they added a name to it, and they and took aspects from the El God and put it into to their god, and and named it the Storm Warrior God, and
Yeah.
so that they could win when they wanted to challenge the other neighboring villages. So it was about survival for them for worshiping their god. But
Yeah.
it was a mix of what people in the tribe already. So the people that put them all together took stuff that was already known and then made something a little new to get a whole new group together to do
Yeah.
something.
But that's kind of
And
what
that's
they
where the
would
Bible, those was the Jews.
that's kind of what they would do, Ty. Like if I came and I conquered your nation, like all the scriptures and the things that you had, we had to mix them in with ours in order so your people that we took, will be able to follow our teachings and your teachings. We just put them together.
Yeah.
And like over time, like that, it seemed like that's what was always happening. And it's like really, you gonna a lot of times you gonna
People
follow it anyway, or you gonna get your head chopped off.
don't go to Dubai unless you're ready.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people go over there and do stuff they ain't supposed to do. They do over here and get arrested, and then go why? It's like you can't do that shit over there.
I
Like,
saw a girl grab a pole and shake her butt, and somebody, guy was sitting right there, said, "Hey, you're under arrest." And she
yeah,
said, "No, I was playing." He's like, "No." He was serious.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was like 5 seconds.
I seen some girls. They was walking with some hoochie mama fits on, and people was throwing tomatoes and shit at them. It's
They
like,
lucky that's all they got. They
yeah,
could they could disappear.
that's what's crazy, bro. Because and it's wild, like, cause I was thinking about that, like in China, like with the drugs, like if you get caught with drugs or you get found guilty of drugs, like you get the death penalty, right? But it don't stop people from having drugs. death
Nope,
do
underground
death
societies.
death do not stop people from getting high. Okay. It's like, damn, that don't
Yeah.
stop anything. If you got drugs, you gonna die. It don't matter. It don't matter. They still gonna get high, one way or another.
That's why when some people say like dream of different realities, I think it is a infinite configuration of realities. But with that, I can't really say what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say it. But with that, it still comes like similar story tropes, stuff like that. Like the government going to be the government. Like this is going to happen like this, but not
Yeah,
always in the same way. Like
yeah,
it being tremendously
and
different, but just like the reasoning behind, like
but
just
it's
because.
it's weird, right? Because like when you amongst 10 people or 9 people and you talking about reality, it seemed like it makes sense. But then like if you go and you actually like look at a picture of Times Square at a time where it's filled, it's like we're talking about thousands of people. It's like reality is infinite because everybody is living in a different reality in their own mind. Every single person. And we're talking about, how many people, there's so many people on this planet, you feel me, living in different realities and having a different understanding of life, going about life totally different or sometimes even opposite of the way that we're going in. Like I was looking at pictures from like the cowboy era, and you see these cities with thousands of people, and it's like, bro, like they probably even think like us. You feel me? You probably had like 1 or 2 people in the whole town that probably even had these thoughts. Like here now, like in your city, like it's probably a few, but it's probably like not too many. You feel me? It's like kind of weird. So it's like if it's an infinite amount of realities going on, it's like which one is correct? Wouldn't all of them be correct? Because all of them are actually part of the one, but they are able to be experienced in whichever way they want to in the form of the person. The person is able to experience reality in the way that they want, meaning they're creating their own reality in the way that they feel. And what you got on, the fan or something, Theo?
Oh yeah.
It's getting hot.
Hey, but it's kind of weird, bro, because when I see like a gang of people in one place at one time, like when they did the little march and shit, as Trump was having this thing, and then you see all those people out there, I go, God damn! I said my reality ain't shit.
Yeah. It's all together though. Like in a way, it's all separate. Like everybody's so individualized, but it is some intertwining tropes that seek in the individuals as
Man,
well.
what's up, King Rael? No, I literally every time I see a bunch of people at one place at one time, I just go, my reality don't mean shit. I don't care. I can act like it means everything to me, but really, in actuality, it really don't mean anything. It never did. Because all
It's
these
like we
people,
could say reality
mean-
has no inherent meaning, or we could say that it only has inherent meaning. It's like all the meaning means what it means within whatever dream.
yeah,
Even the ones that don't mean nothing.
yeah. Because I sit up here and I be, spirituality this and spirituality that, and then I go out there and like I'm driving the bus and I see this lady that sleep on the sidewalk. Right? She sleep on the sidewalk where like I'm talking about. She got a blanket, that's it, that she just wrap herself up and she lay down wherever she go. I don't give a fuck. She'll be talking, she'll walk by you, she coherent, hey, how you doing and everything, dirty as fuck, walk past you and just go right there and just lay down right there and sleep. And then when she got to use the restroom, she just pee wherever she at. She just pull down her pants and pee right there. She'll be sleep across the street, she just pull down her pants and pee right there. Like, bro, I've been seeing the craziest shit. Like it was one dude, right? Yeah. He didn't have money to ride the bus, and it's like I can't deny people a ride if they ain't got money. I just gotta let them know next time you gotta pay $250. The fare is $250. This motherfucker, he get on the bus. We about the third stop, right? I see him looking out the window, and like I'm waiting for these other people to get off the bus, get on the bus. He got off the bus. At the bus stop, because he seen a coffee cup, and he just went out there, picked the coffee cup up, took the top off of it, looked at it, and just drunk what was ever in it. And I'm like going, wait, what the? Like, I just paid for some coffee. I'm telling you, bro, sometimes I'll be thinking I'm doing it wrong.
It's a different feeling. A lot of people used to a lot of things, but when you without, the mind comes up with things to survive, come up with a reality to keep on going. Like willpower. I was watching a lady recorded her dad, and then he said a hour later the dad went to another existence, so to speak.
Yeah.
And he was saying that willpower is 90% of life. Like if you have willpower, whatever you're into, you're gonna find a way. And I think that's one of the tropes that we find even in homeless people. Like they have willpower. They still finding a way to eat, to sleep. They can use the bathroom, like, and with other people as well. Like whatever it has to come to. Like I was thinking of changing our taste buds. It was something I went through lately that was similar, but it's not coming back right now.
It remind me of like raccoons and bears, how they just go and eat whatever in our trash cans. Like this is what I'm seeing these people do like every day, like it's nothing. Like almost like we just like people that just like take a couple of bites off of something and just throw it in the trash if we don't like it, and they just go in the trash and they just eat it. It's just like right. with no problem. Like they don't check and see if it's moldy or nothing like that. If it look, they just eat it.
I understand. I was talking to my daughter earlier. That's what it was. About the muffin, because she was saying she don't like it was a banana nut muffin. She said, why you always keep in with the nuts and stuff on it? I said, just try it. I don't like it. I said, how you know you don't like it? Like, and I'm talking to her in another way, even though I'm saying these words. But my point of talking to her was, what is this thing in your mind that is saying you don't like it? Like, I know you probably witnessing a vision in your mind or something is going on, but really, what is really going on? It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to kill you. It's just a little. Just try it. Like
it's like people say they don't like country music because all they heard is one country song, which was like an AI like song about pooping your pants, which was fake country. They thought it was real.
And they
That's
never
what you.
heard the greatest bluegrass guitar. Or,
It's like that's what you kind of do
what's
with a
that
lot
thing?
of things. Like we even do that. Like, like we do that too, Ty, I think, with a lot of different things, like, religion and
Yeah, I'm not striking
certain
them.
other
I'm just trying
things
to
like
learn how to
you
on
feel
different
me?
levels.
Yeah, you see
Mm-hmm.
that Jehovah Witness out there trying to get you, hey, come here, Ty, let me talk to you. You know what Jehovah will do for you? You like
whenever I see the Mormon church, all of a sudden I want to play basketball.
oh
I was
yeah,
gonna
how
mention them.
they
These
was
two
dunking
Mormon
on
boys came
everybody.
up to me last week.
I don't know. I think
They
I'm
used to fucking be crossing people over on the court. They walk up to your door
Yeah.
and you open it up, they'll try to step in your house. Hello. In the rich neighborhoods in Seattle.
I don't know. I think I'm too dark for Mormons. They don't just speak to me.
It's in a religion that you're too dark.
They go to the rich neighborhoods, bro. It'd be like I was at a friend's house. This one kid, his family is rich, and the Mormons always come over, make themselves at home. Like that never happens in the hood.
Yeah, they don't. I
Sometimes,
spoke to them
sometimes
before.
Some of the Mormons in Seattle are like that.
Like I stopped them and spoke to them, but they ain't never stopped me and spoke to me. And I see them every day. Every day. I don't know.
What Ken
These was
Frax
two
is
teenagers that
uh,
saw me on the skateboard, so they was feeling a little homey. You want to come to church? That was the opening line.
Yeah,
So I'm good. I'm all right.
They said we got a skating ring down there. We got a whole skate park. We got a whole skate park down there.
A couple of years ago, I was on an LSD trip on bicycle day, I think, 2 years ago, and I was in this park playing guitar, and these Mormons or Christians, I don't even know, maybe Jehovah's Witness, they're young kids, they're like, "What's up, bro?" We were talking at first, but then they soon realized I was not acting normal a little bit. So Lucy was kicking in. I was sweating. I was playing some crazy ass riffs. I guess they just play campfire guitar. They're like, "What's going on?" Shit was funny.
They like, come on
Gave me a
down. You
little
need
Easter
to.
egg.
You off them drugs and stuff. We can help you out with that. You feel me? And show you the true God.
I was like, honestly, if you guys want to
Get a
learn
little church
bluegrass,
to
you got to
search.
take some drugs. It'll help you out with that. No, I'm playing. Don't do drugs, kids. Do yoga.
It was a guy
Go
that
to
actually
church
did
to
that
search.
with skateboarding. His with the Brazil skateboarding, he started a whole YouTube company and was signing people and everything. And the whole time he was part of a Scientology group and was funneling the YouTube money straight to the Scientology people and not telling all the people that was editing the videos, going out with the ideas, all that type stuff. And he had disappeared for a couple months and came back. The whole company is shut down now. But he was
Dang.
luring people in, trying to get them to sign up and all this other stuff, and he's through skateboarding and how to flow in your mind and everything. And
I was just watching a Scientology video of a dude that basically took a camera in there and shit. And they had
I
him
was just
watching
gonna
all these
say that,
videos.
Remember, he was up in there and he's talking to them. He's like, "So I want to join." They take him to this guy in the back at another counter. It's like, "So what's the worst thing someone ever called you as a kid?" He's like, "Stupid face." And he's like, "That's great. That's great. Say it again. Tell me
Our
more."
bodies are drugs. Exactly. Hey, tell me more. He said, and I don't understand, to get into the video room, you need a code. Like, what the fuck? Hey, I was watching the one, though, with somebody kind of doing the reaction to it, and they kept coming back going, is everything okay? And then would go, are you brainwashed yet? Do you need anything? Are you brainwashed yet? Well, we got 2 more videos to get that, that you can watch, that you got to watch, and, and hopefully they'll brainwash you. But Scientology, I think that's what they do. That's why a lot of different actors and different things. Well, it's not just Scientology. It's even with the Masons, man. You got to pay a certain percentage every month. You feel me? They dip into your wallet. Because when I was trying to be a Mason, that's what they was basically telling me. Well, how much money you make? Can you pay the dues? Can you pay the fees? Because if you can pay the fees, you can come in. You can join. It's like, I ain't giving y'all shit. The fuck?
you'll just start over here.
Yeah.
Start over here in the corner.
Can you pay the fees? It costs said, no wonder y'all rich. Stupid people
Yeah,
going.
give you a nice road real fast,
Yeah.
or a nice ring real quick.
I said,
Nothing to ring.
it's a pyramid
All you gotta
scheme.
do is sign up 2 friends, and you get $100 in Mason tokens for the jukebox at the local community center.
I almost fell for something like that with not the Masons, but it was in Chinatown. They would sell it. I found up on Craigslist or something. Said, "Oh yeah, you fit the thing," and we had to take these classes to learn how to sell insurances and health insurance and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they were saying, "Yeah, if you sell enough, you can get a team together, you get your own office." And then you can come to these events, and they were showing us these different rings that people show off for different tiers that they're at.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I ain't coming back here.
That sound like Prime America. That's what they do. And you know, you build up and
That's
you
that
try.
Viva Life
I don't remember.
protein shake. Remember them protein shake people?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, this is a great medicine. It has a lot of vitamins in it. It's like insured. But they're like,
but really, when you think about it, you start seeing that's how everything actually works. Is everything is like on the pyramid scheme. You know, the one at the top that owns the company or that owns the whatever it is the one that's making the money, and then he sell out. You know, and you can open you a 7-Eleven, but then it's gonna cost you to open your 7-Eleven. Then you're gonna have people working for you that's gonna be working your 7-Eleven while you paying fees to this person that owned the name of 7-Eleven because you don't own it, but you got a store that's called 7-Eleven type shit, or McDonald's, or any one of these other companies. It's all like on this like pyramid type level thing, which is kind of dope if you think about it. It's kind of dope. We just ain't built our pyramid
that's what's
yet.
called capitalism, though. It's a scheme when they don't tell you what's going on, and they put all these hopes and dreams.
Yeah, they not supposed to tell you.
Like every pyramid is also a 360 pulsation. It's not only the scheme of a pyramid, but that ripple of the phi ratios.
And you know it's weird because everything they tell you is what you go feed the next person to try to get them up under you. Like you go and feed. Damn, why religion work like that too though?
That's how people work in a way.
That shit is crazy, bro. Yeah.
Had the village elder. They always talk about the elders and different section of
Because
generation.
that's why they also say, like, one of the metaphors for reality they use in some spirituality, like a house of cards.
Yeah.
For every lie, you need 2 lies, and then it starts to build up like a pyramid.
I ain't gonna lie. That's why
That's
I never wanted to be and don't want to be the head honcho. No. What the fuck? No. Hell no. Don't follow
That's
me
because
like
every
that.
great leader would say the same
fuck?
thing so they can secretly control from the shadows. You are secretly the guru. When a great leader is there, everyone will say, we did it all by ourselves.
That's what everybody always.
Mike?
My internet messing up, bro.
Mike?
My internet messing up, bro. I don't know what the hell. I might have to switch again.
Probably some geopolitical solar storms lately, because mine's been going crazy over here.
Yeah, mine been tripping.
True. Did you see season 8 of Rick and Morty?
Dang. Yeah, I watched it a minute ago. I forgot what happened.
It's the latest
It's
season.
so crazy. Yeah. That just came out. It's coming out right now every Sunday.
Yeah, I seen like
Me
the
and
first
Ty were
few
crying the other night.
Magnificent.
I seen the first few ones, but I can't remember because it's been a minute.
Yeah,
Do you remember the one with
first one?
when she came back? That they both came back from the reality, from living multiple realities in that simulation. So they was acting different, and
Yeah,
they
bro.
Oh
the
yeah,
world
yeah,
they originally was in.
yeah.
They
More.
lived like 30 human years in that simulation, so they're the same age, but they're all fractaled out.
Yeah.
That one was so crazy. Like, we broke the matrix. It all turns into green grids, and the sky breaks open. They're like, "Yeah, baby."
I only can laugh because it reminds you of psychedelics. You be going and you live all these different lives, and then you come back, and it seems like you been here. Like, man, this shit ain't nothing. Now watch what I do. Now you fucking Morty working on spaceships and shit.
And then the family situation, that's what I was laughing at too. After a while, the mom
Yeah.
was like, "I can't take this. I want you to be a kid again."
Yeah, you
That
too
is what
fucking smart.
psychedelics are like.
Yeah, that's exactly what psychedelics sell. You like when you go in on psychedelics and you come back, and now you talking all fractally like you just fucking learned all this shit because you done lived all these lives off the psychedelics. That was a good
You're saying
episode.
pterodactyl in every other sentence.
Hey,
And they
hey,
was
this,
doing good. They
hey,
just couldn't deal with all the PTSD of what was going
hey,
on. Remember, Morty started turning into the thing.
yeah, didn't
Yeah, but they were
Summer
still
like go to
alive.
college and get her degree and some shit?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was
she's
real
like,
smart. She was a politician,
Yeah.
and
she
she
had a
set
big
Morty up the whole
background.
time. That-
Yeah,
I
that's
had
it.
to use you, Morty, to do the mission because I knew you couldn't die being out there.
Oh, she was the dirty politician that ran a CIA intelligence program where Morty was her main. That shit was crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
gotta
it as
go.
like a lot of cool shows kind of have the story continue in like a horroristic way. So I think it's still always up to the individual, like you said, to see scary stuff, but to see what's beyond it or see the good or what's really going on. What's
Yeah.
really going on because they started arguing with the family and killing and stuff. So somebody watching a show that never thinks they explored that they far in their mind, even though they do, would say, "Oh, I can't do none of that stuff because my family going to feel like this or this is going to happen." But but
I
really,
won't be me
the story
anymore.
keeps going, and
Yeah, the story been going for a long time and it's gonna
Sometimes
keep
it'd be like,
going.
this one thing is always stressing me out, but then it's like, but I have to do this. I walk this way. I talk this way. I don't want to feel like not me, but then me is like, it's not
Hey,
even there anyway.
it's weird
So
too
the
because
same thing happens probably.
you start like like I'm to that point to where I don't even like I look at the body as just being like some type of computer that can just be programmed, and then that's all it's ever doing is getting programmed, and it's just following the programs that it's been programmed with. It's not
like
doing
beat
nothing
by
more
beat.
than that. Yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
That's it. And oh, that was one of the trips though. That's what it was happening on my trip. Just time. It was boop, boop, beep beep beep. It was like doing like a fucking computer simulation type. Like the old dial up in the old internet and shit. It was doing that. That shit was crazy as hell. But I feel like that's us, bro. To where we can be programmed, and like that's all we're running is programs, and the programs we call them ideas, thoughts, and different things of that nature. But these things are the things that's running and running us and creating our reality as we go. It's just those little things, and it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, these thoughts don't exist in our brain, in our body.
Yeah, you are not the body, you are not the mind, and you
And
damn
just
show ain't the
creating
thoughts.
the idea of this is this.
It's weird because a lot of times you come up with these ideas and these thoughts, and you think you the first one that thought them, and it's like they're just recycling themselves over and over again. The
Hmm.
thoughts is just recycled.
All day, every day. It's like it's somebody putting the script out to the people. All right, we're gonna run a podcast right now. Now this person gonna say this and this going to be that, and we have a similar running over in Bangladesh. But
And everybody be on script. You go to work, boy,
Mhm.
everybody be on script at work. They tell you the do's and don'ts of the script. Hey, you ain't supposed to do that right there. You can't do this. If you do that, they gonna fire you. You ain't gonna have no job no more. I was messing with
And you
one of the
working with
I was messing with one of the one of my homegirls that work up there, and I was like telling her, yeah, I'm gonna bust a U-turn in the bus. She said, don't do that. You can't do that. You can't make a U-turn in the bus. And like you going, I know I can't do this, but it's just funny to just say something like that. And it's like I already know I'm not supposed to do that, but it's like, man, they will have you get you on script, man. They will get you right back on script. Like period. And you gotta follow the script. There is no other
you
way.
signed up, play the role.
Pale horse
Know it well.
rider, huh? What's up, pale horse rider? Yeah, you have to follow the script at work. That's fucking crazy, bro. Cause
I think it's one because we signed up for it. I
I
think
know,
like
but
yeah, you say
but it'd be funny because even when you go to other jobs and you see people on those jobs and you see them acting the way they are, you just be like, nigga, that's not you.
yeah. I used to be visibly upset,
It's
like
not you.
verbally upset.
Yeah.
That's why I understand. I used to be like, you ain't had to do that, right? And they be like, calm down, people with me. I'm like, no, they didn't. The
And have to, what is your problem? Don't you see that I'm the fry cook? Only I mess the fries. What you doing over here? You supposed to be on the burgers. But everybody
fuck?
like get to play in the role, man.
And that's people trying to keep it together too. It's so
but
many different levels of minds working together.
but
Because some
no,
people can't juggle a bunch of things at one time.
but
So
do
they take on that personality.
but see, okay, you know how in Hollywood, right? You know they got the Oscars.
Hmm.
You feel me? And the person that got the best roles in certain movies, they get an Oscar. It's the same with
Yeah.
jobs, bro. Like the person that plays the job the best, they get awarded. You feel me? They get
Uh-huh.
employee of the month.
Like SpongeBob. Go
that
like a
shit is
character.
that shit is hilarious because you in the character so much that you get the
Hmm.
award. You get the award. You know you employee of the month because you stood out amongst everybody else. You feel me? And you acted out.
That's what my
You was
that's what my old manager at the ice cream shop used to tell me. He said, "Man, you don't know about faking it till you make it." And he was like one of the most eccentric but put together people I knew.
yeah.
That just like put together stuff, but he had a lot of responsibility at the same time. So when I was doing acid there, I was feeling like I was playing a video game. Like I had the items, got to wave to the customer, smile,
Yeah.
and do all of this stuff. Enjoy it, like enjoy the game, make it
Yeah.
like that would make the time go by fast in a way. So,
Yeah, that's
so I
how
was
I be
like learning
feeling.
to put all these pieces together.
That's how I be feeling. It just make the time go by faster. And plus, you know, you don't want to be shitty to somebody and then they come back and shoot up the whole store. People do shit like that. You feel me? So you just be nice to everybody, but it's like, damn, you feel me? It's crazy how you gotta get into that role for that whole 8 hours, and you gotta play that role.
Hmm.
You have to.
Like
Like you ain't.
at that shop, they couldn't play music past the 1950s. So
Oh
we had to
man.
listen to period music all the time, dressed in bow ties. It was one of the funniest fun jobs I had before I
Oh,
moved to college.
yeah,
But
that's dope.
it was a whole character piece. And I remember one guy came in and said during Black History Month, and I was the only one like serving the ice cream. There wasn't too many people coming in. He's like, "You don't know how they using you right now." I was cracking up. He's like, I had to understand. I had to understand just for the
Oh
totality of
my
the mind.
god. Hey.
Yeah, I know my work. I see my work. I see my work.
Everything is weird, bro, because once you like become like a conspiracy theorist, everything is a conspiracy. Everything. It's like not nothing that ain't a goddamn conspiracy. And it's like we already know that. We just play into it. It's like why not? Shit.
Hmm. Yeah.
Why fight it? You feel me? Ain't no use in fighting it.
Yep, I know what I'm putting my money into in different things.
But that
Um,
that
doing the
illusion
worst on purpose.
that illusion shit be funny as hell though, bro. That shit. Oh, that's like Exile said. Is that air you breathing? Like I don't know shit no more. It's like you get into the illusion and believing in it's an illusion, man. You fuck around, yeah. You just be living on the street or some shit, drinking out of. Even when you believe it's an illusion and you accept it, do that mean just stop everything you doing and just be like fuck everything? Or do you just continue to do what you do?
I made a song and one of the bars is I'm a caveman in technological. I'm doing this, baby. I'm astronomical. So it's like I have a caveman type mind, but I'm in tech age where it's a bunch of realities, multiverse, AI stuff going on, but also just a star, like
Yeah.
whatever that is.
AI is going crazy right now.
You
I
never
ain't gonna
know.
hold you. AI is going
Hmm.
so crazy because it's so upfront with a lot of things that it's telling people. That's all. Like I be seeing a lot of AI videos, and I be like, AI is like fucking dope. They don't want AI to be around because that motherfucker, they ain't gonna lie. Sometimes people want to say that it's controlled, and it's like, nah, that shit just going through our history and everything, and just giving you shit up front. It's like something your mind tries to do in the first place anyway, because our mind is like AI, and it shifts through all the things we ever learned or been taught in order to come up with the choices that we make. So it's like AI shift through all our shit and come back and say, yeah, they lying to you. Like, we got to get rid of AI. But I'm about to head out, Ty, y'all, man. I'm about to go lay it out. I'm tired, bro.
Hey, this is fantastic, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Another good live as usual. Thank y'all for joining and being
Hmm.
here and talking. Theo did that as soon
Hey,
as I did the prayer hands, the meditation. But all right, y'all.
all right, true. Have a good
All right.
peace out.
Yeah, and all right, everybody out there, thanks for stopping by. You feel me? Like I said, like yeah, every like 5 days a week we gonna be here. I'm gonna start coming up with different topics for us to talk about because it's weird, you know it'd be so much going on, and I know a lot of times like we just get to talking because this is what we do. We just kind of talk about everything without even having like a real name for the video, because I don't think that even matters to me. Like, we talk about everything already, and especially when it's a lot of people out there usually in chat just throwing stuff at us, asking questions about the psychedelic experiences and different things that's just happening in life. I think it's cool that we can even come together and be able to talk without all the nonsense. You feel me? It's gonna be nonsense sometimes, but still though, it's just a beautiful thing that we can come together. And like, the people that's new to the channel know that the Discord is always open to anybody, especially if you got like a psychedelic experience that you're trying to share, or you got something that you're trying to talk about. Like, jump into the Discord, like especially when we live, and come and talk about it, so we can jump in on that and tackle that topic. Because like I said, everything is going on at one time. Life is just not one thing happening. Life is everything happening at one time, and it's infinite. So you feel me? Everybody thoughts matter here on this channel. So on that note, peace out. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all same time, same bad channel.